conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. Glad to have you with us from the original Cotton Bowl, located on the fairgrounds in the heart of Dallas, Texas. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Pulls it, fired complete. Breaks into the open. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Johnson looking to throw. Time to take a shot. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's McCreary. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. I like this call in plus territory. The punt would have to be so precise, might as well leave the offense out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab past the marker. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Gonna run it. It's McCreary. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Winner of this game dons the golden hat, but you know, Jesse, only David could wear the golden hat among the 3 of us because there's no way either of us should put a hat on the kind of heads of hair we have.
Well, I've also understood that the hat's like a triple XL, and I know David's got a big dome, and that's probably the only reason why he would wear it. But I'll tell you what, these players, they think about trying that old sucker on after this game.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This offense knew coming into this game it was not going to be easy throwing against this defense. They're at the top of virtually every major statistical category when it comes to pass D, and the quarterback just found out the hard way, throwing a pick on the opening drive.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for the crease.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
It'll be 3rd and long. this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Butler. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target, not unsafe.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pucks it out of the air. There he goes. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line. Gonna look downfield again. Finds his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moore. He's going for the goal line. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Got his man quickly. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to Pater. Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas!
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this way. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
It's a really nice job making the play. You think about all the success they've had with Baker Mayfield and Jalen Hurts and Kyler Murray in recent years, but a big reason why those guys had success was they had big-time players on the perimeter getting open.
Oh, he's got some space. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Johnson wants to throw it. Looking deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And the Sooners come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll run play action. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. Looking downfield on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. This quarterback part of their running game. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorn!
It's just so nice to have a signal player who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Finds his man on the left.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
The Sooners in a good spot here with second and short. Johnson looking to throw. Going over the top. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Takes the handoff. It's Stokes.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He might want another play. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Butler. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. we have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Darnold. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Longhorns want to move quickly. They just keep firing. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down,
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in their running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Johnson wants to throw it. Working that left side now. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Right on the money. Turning it on. 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the ground, it's Barnes. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Got the first down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now, what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run, physical.
Breaks into the open. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. In this defense right now, they have no answers.
Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Darnold. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Run in the red zone, it's Stokes. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. On the move. Heading to the end zone. And he runs it impossible. Touchdown, Longhorn!
I tell you what, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll leave it with the lone back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Johnson looking to throw. Finds a man in the middle. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on 3rd down. I know we're in the 2nd quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. The DBs will back off a bit. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's McCreary.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got him. There he goes. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw again. Grabbed in the middle. It's James. Touchdown Sooner! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Johnson wants to throw it. He's got it in the end zone for the two as they draw a little closer. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. Slips through the line. He's got it out. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense, we always talk about offense, but man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Michigan has the lead right now, but unless Desmond Howard or Anthony Carter come running out of that tunnel, I'm not ready to say this one's over. They're up by 7 over Cincinnati. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for it all. Snatches it on the right. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Johnson looking to throw. Got his man. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. It's complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Sooners want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. Converts on fourth down. Is still on his feet. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one, and you're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that fourth down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to complete. He just knew where his guy was going to be and when. He stuck it right on him and to keep the drive alive.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get a touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Johnson wants to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You got a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
On third down, he drops the throw. Here's a hit. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Oh, what a call on the fake. They're going to throw it. And the pass is incomplete off the fake field goal, and sometimes you just outsmart yourself. You want to be bold and daring, but sometimes you got to know when to just take the 3. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to go up top in times running out in the half. He's got it down the left. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. One more snap coming before halftime. To the air on first down. He'll take another shot here. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. And And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Longhorns in the hurry up. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's Burns. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in.
Oh, he's got it this way. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st. And, man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got a man. It's Darnold. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Down to the 12-yard line. It's down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They're working that left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to throw it. The quick out. Touchdown, Texas! And they kick it in for 6 more points. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. At midfield, he's got room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Gets it past the marker. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. I mean, sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Johnson looking to throw. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. has it again, and here comes the offense. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Grab near the sticks. It's Butler. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, he wants it all. And he's got it inside the 35.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Touch pass on the line. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this league, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Give to the running back. He's got enough for the first. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those 1st downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in 1st downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple 1st downs together, get one of those long drives going.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Longhorns look to do some damage in the red zone. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Johnson wants to throw it. He's going for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. The defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of saying, hey, we got to make sure we take him away.
Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Sooners are in the hurry-up. Power football with the run. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe pulls it in the first down and more. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the middle. He's got it. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Sooners looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown Sooners.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
Here and you go for 2. They'll go to the air. Fakes to grab. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further.
And they try to pass forward, and they complete the pass, and you just need a little second effort, something to break a tackle and maybe get into the end zone, but they weren't able to get it.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. here comes the Texas offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The lone back's got it. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
The Longhorns line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got
Turning it on! He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you
Just plowing ahead. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Barnes. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas! That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Johnson wants to throw it. Quick strike complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's taking a deep shot. That pass is incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the bush. Important to see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 35, he's open. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He goes down. To the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And such a blown opportunity for the offense because on fourth down, they had enough yards to pick up the first, keep the drive going, but he puts it on the ground. Defense jumps on it, and that is a massive turnover.
They can stop the clock a couple more times, and they need to get it back fast, down 2 possessions as the clock keeps winding down. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Not only the scoreboard, but the clock on the side of the offense as they take a knee, though the D can stop it a couple more times.